his gaze on a bare-bellied Joe. Glory if he gets her, won't he make the ringer go? Click, go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and is beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the blue-bellied Joe. The colonial experience man, he is there of course, with his shiny leggings just got off his horse, casting around his eye like a real connoisseur, whistling the old tune on the perfect lore. The tar boy is there, awaiting in demand, with his black and tar pot and his tarry hand. Sees one old sheep with a cutch upon its back. Here's what he's waiting for: tar here, Jack! Click, go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and is beaten by a blow, and curses the old snagger with the blue-bellied Joe. Shearer stands, grasping his glass in his thin honey hands. Fixed is his gaze on a green painted keg. Glory, he'll get down on it ere he stirs a peg. There we leave him standing, shouting for all hands. Well, stole around him, every shouter stands. His eyes are on the cask, which is now lowering fast. He works hard, he drinks hard, and goes to hell at last. Click, 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 good-a-da-da. Click, 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 good-a-da-da. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong, under the shade of a Kookaburra tree. He sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You come on, Waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, you come on, Waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that jumbook in his tucker bag. You come on, Waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbook to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. He sang as he shoved that jumbook in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that jumbook in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rode the squatter mounted on his thoroughbred. Up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. With the jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. With the jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda, you scoundrel with me. Up jumped the swagman and sprang into the billabong. "You'll never take me alive," said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. "You'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me." His ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. "You'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me." His ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. "You'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me, you'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me." Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bushes he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave some there for me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, counting all the monkeys he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, that's no monkey, that's me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bushes he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Farewell to old England forever. Farewell to my rum-calls as well. Farewell to the well-known Old Bailey, where I used for to cut such a swell. Singing toorally oorally adity, toorally oorally ay, toorally oorally adity. We're bound for the Botany Bay. There's the captain, his eyes our commander. There's the boatswain and all the ship's crew. There's the first and the second class passengers. Knows what we poor convicts go through. Singing toorally oorally adity, toorally oorally ay, toorally oorally adity. We're bound for the Botany Bay. Tain't leaving we cares about. Tamed cows we misspells what we knows, but because all we light-fingered Jenny Tree hops around with the load on our toes. For 7 long years I'll be staying here. For 7 long years and a day, all for meeting a cove in an alley and stealing his ticker away, singing toorally oorally addity, toorally oorally ay, toorally oorally addity. We're bound for the Botany Bay. Turtle dove, I'd soar on my pinions so high, slap bang to the arms of my Polly love, and in her sweet presence I'd die. So come all you young dukies and duchesses, take warning from what I've to say. Mind all is your own as you duchesses, or you'll join us in Botany Bay, singing toorally oorally addity, toorally oorally ay, toorally oorally addity. We're bound for the Botany Bay. For the Botany Bay. Oh, we started down from Roto when the sheds it all cut out. We'd whips and whips a rhino as we meant to push about. So we humped our blue serenely and made for Sydney town, with a 3-spot check between us as wanted knocking down. But we camped lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Well, we struck the Murrumbidgee near the Yanko in a week, and passed through Old Narendra and crossed the Burnett Creek. And we never stopped at Waggle, for we'd Sydney in our eye. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Oh, I've seen a lot of girls, my boys, and drunk a lot of beer. And I've met with some of Bath chaps as has left me mighty queer. But for beer to knock you sideways and for girls to make you sigh, you must camp at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Well, we chucked our blooming swags off and we walked into the bar, and we called for rum and raspberry and a shilling each cigar. But the girl that served the P-Wisen, she winked at Bill and Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the Wild Colonial Boy. At the early age of 16 years, he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shores he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich, he helped the poor, he shot James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the Wild Colonial Boy. We'll roam the mountains and the glens, and we'll ride across the plains. We scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. One morning on the prairie, as Jackie rode along, while listening to the mockingbirds singing a cheerful song, up jumped a band of troopers, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the Wild Colonial Boy. Surrender now, Jack Duggan, for you see we're 3-1. Surrender in the King's high name, you are a plundering son. Jack drew 2 pistols from his belt and proudly waved them high. Isle of Wight, but not surrender, cried the Wild Colonial Boy. We'll roam the mountains and the glens, and we'll ride across the plains. We scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. He fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground, and he fired point blank at Davis, who fell dead at the sound. A bullet pierced his proud young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy, and that was how they captured him, the Wild Colonial Boy. We'll roam the mountains and the glens, and we'll ride across the plains. We scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. Stood today at Stringybark Creek, where those fatal shots were fjord, a place of haunting beauty where 3 policemen died. I wished for a fleeting moment that I saw what happened there, back in late October of the 1878th year. Sunlight pierced the tree line, old gums kept changing hue, as if the oils of Mookabin long ago painted this view. scattered across this lonely mystery land, entreating me to wonder and try to understand. Twists of bark were scattered, ground moist from recent welcome rain, and soon the somber vespers of NY birds' sweet refrain. Sunlight pierced the tree line, old gums kept changing hue, as if the oils of Mookabin long ago painted this view. And when those shots resounded, bodies lying on the bushland floor, they crossed a line and forever their name would be outlaw. They crossed a line and forever their name would be outlaw. One Sunday morning, as I went walking by Brisbane waters, I chanced to stray. I heard a convict his fate bewailing, as on the sunny river bank I lay. I am a native from Erin's island, but banished now from my native shore. They stole me from my aged parents, and from the maiden I do adore. I've been a prisoner at Port Macquarie, at Norfolk Island and Emu Plains, at Castle Hill and at Kirstoongabie. At all these settlements I've been in chains, but of all places of condemnation and penal stations in New South Wales, to Moreton Bay I have found no equal. Excessive tyranny each day prevails. For 3 long years I was beastly traded, and heavy irons on my legs I wore. My back from flogging was lacerated and oft times painted with my crimson gore. And many a man from downright starvation lies mouldering now underneath the clay. And Captain Logan, he had us mangled all at the triangles of Moreton Bay. Like the Egyptians and ancient Hebrews, we were oppressed under Logan's yoke, till a native black lying there in a ambush did deal this tyrant his mortal stroke. My fellow prisoners, be exhilarated, that all such monsters such a death may find. And when from bondage we are liberated, our former sufferings will fade from mind. And when from bondage we are liberated, our former sufferings will fade from Listen for a moment, lads, and hear me tell my tale. How o'er the sea from England's shore I was compelled to sail. The jury says he guilty, sir, and the hanging Jew says he. For left Jim Johns I'm sending you across the stormy sea. And take my tip before you ship to join the Wyron gang. Don't be too gay at Botany Bay, or else you'll surely hang. Or else you'll surely hang, he says. And after that, Jim Johns, it's high upon the gallows tree. The crows will pick your bones. You'll have no chance for mischief there. Remember what I say. They'll flog the potion out of you out there at Botany Bay. The waves were high upon the sea, the wind blew up in gales. I'd rather have drowned in misery than come to New South Wales. The winds blew high upon the sea, and the pirates came along. But the soldiers on our convict ship were full 500 strong. They opened fire and somehow drove that pirate ship away. I'd rather join that pirate ship than come to New South Wales. Slaves, we toil and moil, and when we die must fill dishonored graves. But by and by I'll break my chains, into the bush I'll go and join the bold bushrangers there, Jack Donahue and Co. And some dark night when everything is silent in this town, I'll kill the tyrants one by one and shoot the floggers down. I'll give the law a little shock. Remember what I say, they'll yet regret they sent Jim Johns in chains to Botany Bay. I'll give the law a little shock. Remember what I say, they'll yet regret they sent Jim Johns in chains to Botany Bay. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness have I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty fair maid come a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and a gentleman passing us by. Well, I know she meant the doing of him by the look in her roguish black eye. A gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand, and the very first thing that I said was, "What says to the black velvet band?" Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury next morning I had to appear. The judge, he says to me, "Young man, your case it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude, to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band." Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Hey! So come all you jolly young fellows, go on and take by me. When you are out on the town, me boys, beware of the pretty colleens, for they feed you what strong drink, me lads, till you are unable to stand. And the very first thing that you'll know is you've landed in Van Diemen's land. Yeah! Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Yeah! me sing. We're bound for South Australia. Behind. We're bound for South Australia. And as we wall up around Cape Horn, to me heave away. Your wish to God you'd never been born. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away your rolling kings, to me heave away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. Trade you'll know real well, it's bringing cattle over. On every track from the Gulf right down, they know the Queensland Drover. Pass the billy round, my boys, don't let the pink pots stand there. For to NYT we drink the health of every Overlander. Where the girls and grass are scanty, where the creeks run dry or 10 foot high, and it's either drought or plenty. Pass the billy round, my boys, don't let the pin puffs stand there. For to NYT we drink the health of every Overlander. Town who save up all their money for the Overlander. When he comes down, he's sweeter than the honey. Pass the billy round, my boys, don't let the pink pots stand there. For to NYT we drink the health of every Overlander. Now I'll buy a flock of sheep, I'll buy a flock of weapons, and I'll tie a bell to a black sheep's neck and leave the bush forever. 100 and old. I have very often peeled, and of cars I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. If I don't shear a tally before I go, my shears and stone in the river I'll throw, and I'll never open sorbies or take another blow, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. There's a block on the bard, and he's got a leather skin, a very long nose, and he shaves on the chin, and a voice like a billy goat pissing in a tin, and of course he's a Ryebuck Shearer. If I don't shear a tally before I go, my shears and stone in the river I'll throw, and I'll never open sorbies or take another blow, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. There's a block on the bard, and I heard him say I couldn't shear 100 sheep in a day, but some fine day I'll show him the way, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. Oh, I'll make a splash, but I won't say when. I'll hop off my tail, and I'll into the pen. Will the ring is shearing FYV, I'll be shearing 10, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. If I don't shear a tally before I go, my shears and stone in the river I'll throw, and I'll never open sorbies or take another blow, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. There's a bloke up north, or so I've heard, with a face like a dried up buffalo turd, and if you think that's bad, well, you're out to see his bird. She looks like a Ryebuck Shearer. If I don't shear a tally before I go, my shears and stone in the river I'll throw, and I'll never open sorbies or take another blow, and prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. And prove I'm a Ryebuck Shearer. And I've shore at Tug and Main, I've shore at Big Willandra, and out on the Coleraine. But before the shearing was over, I longed to get back again, shearing for old Tom Patterson on the wintry plain. All among the wool, boys, all among the wool. Keep your blades full, boys, keep your blades full. I can do a respectable tally myself whenever I like to try, and they know me round the back blocks as Flash Jack from Gundagai. I've shore at Big Willandra, and I've shore at Tilbaroo, and once I drew my blades, boys, upon the famed Barcoo. At Cowan Downs and tried as far as Moulamain, but I was always glad to get back again to the One Tree Plain. All among the wool, boys, all among the wool. Keep your blades full, boys, keep your blades full. I can do a respectable tally myself whenever I like to try, and they know me round the back blocks as Flash Jack from Gundagai. With beboes too, and shave them in the grease, boys, with the grass seed showing through. But I never slummed a pen, my lads, whatever it might contain when shearing for old Tom Patterson on the One Tree Plain. I've been whaling up the Lachlan and I've dossed on Kookaburra Creek, and once I runk a jingy shed and blued it in a week. But when Gabriel blows his trumpet, lads, I'll catch the morning train and push for old Tom Patterson's on the One Tree Plain. All among the wool, boys, all among the wool. Keep your blades full, boys, keep your blades full. I can do a respectable tally myself whenever I like to try, and they know me round the back blocks as Flash Jack from Gundagai. And they know me round the back blocks as Flash Jack from Gundagai. Native shores, for trade was bad at home, to seek his fortune in this land across the briny foam. And when he went to Ballarat, it put him in a glow to hear the sound of the windlass and the cry, look out below, look out below, look out below. To hear the sound of the windlass and the cry, look out below. Wherever he turned his wondering gaze, great wealthy did he spy, and by the powers he said, at last I'll have a finger in the pie. So he bought a pick and shovel, and to work he soon did go, and learned to turn the windlass and to cry, look out below, look out below, look out below. And learned to turn the windlass and to cry, look out below. Her image in his mind. At last he struck a heavy lead, and it turned out well, I know. For he of 10 blessed the windlass and the cry, look out below, look out below, look out below. For he of 10 blessed the windlass and the cry, look out below. He made his toil and went back home to the girl he left behind, and now he's rich and happy, and he has peace of his mind. But he'll never forget the diggings where he made his money grow, nor the sound of the old windlass and the cry, look out below, look out below, look out below. Nor the sound of the old windlass and the cry, look out below. It's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, so dolor, so doria, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious for the quarter to come. The years are far away, look on the face of the bum. The maid's gone all cranky and the cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. The stockman reads up with his dry, dusty throat. He praces up to the bar, pulls a wad from his coat, but the smile on his face quickly turns to a sneer when the barman says sadly the pub's got no beer. It's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes cow. But there's nothing so lonesome, so dolor, so doria, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. There's a dog on the veranda, for his master he waits, but the boss is inside a drinking wine with his mates. He hurries for Cuba and he cringes with fear. It's no place for a dog round a pub with no beer. The blacksmith, the first time in his life, has gone home cold, so but his darling wife. He walks in the kitchen, she says, "Ya really, me dear." Then he breaks down and he tells her that the pub's got no beer. It's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes come. But there's nothing so lonesome, so dolor, so doria, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. One white when travelling sheep, my companions lay asleep. There was not a star illuminate the sky. I was dreaming, I suppose, for my eyes were partly closed, when a very strange procession passed me by. First there came a kangaroo with a swag of blankets blue. A dingo ran beside him as his mate. They were travelling mighty fast, but they shouted as they passed, "We'll have to jog along, it's getting late." The pelican and the crane, they came in from off the plain to amaze the company with a highland fling. The dear old bandicoot played a tune upon his flute, and the native bear sat round him in the ring. The drongo and the crow sang us songs of a long ago. The frowd-necked lizard listened with a smile. The emu standing near with his claw up to his ear said, "Funniest thing I've heard for quite a while." Well, the frogs from out the swamp where the atmosphere is damp, came bounding in and sat you upon the stones. Father each unrolled their swags and produced from little bags the violin, the banjo, and the bones. The goanna and the snake and the adder, wide awake with an alligator dance, the soldier's joy. In the spreading silky oak, the jackass cracked a joke, and the Macapee sang the Wild Colonial Boy. Some brolgars darted out from the tea tree all about, and performed the set of lancers very well. The parrot green and blue gave the orchestra its cue to strike up the old log cabin in the dell. I was dreaming, I suppose, for these entertaining shows, but it never crossed my mind I was asleep, till the boss beneath the cot woke me up with such a start, yelling, "Prebe me, tell me, where are all your sheep?" Poor daddy got 5 years or more, as everybody knows, and now he lives in Maitland jail with brother Rose on his clothes. He branded all of Brown's clean skins and never left a tail, so I'll relate the family's woe since dad got put in jail. So stir the Wallaby Stew, make soup of the kangaroo tail. I tell you, things is pretty tough since dad got put in jail. Our sheep were dead a month ago, not rot but bloomin' fluke. Our cow was bruised last Christmas Day by my big brother look. And mother has a shearer cow forever within hail. The family will have grown a bit since dad got put in jail. So stir the Wallaby Stew, make soup of the kangaroo tail. I tell you, things is pretty tough since dad got put in jail. Our best got shook you upon a block, he's gone we don't know where. He used to act around the shed, but he ain't 8 square. I've sold the buggy on my own, the place is up for sale. That won't be all, that isn't junked when dad comes out of jail. So stir the Wallaby Stew, make soup of the kangaroo tail. I tell you, things is pretty tough since dad got put in jail. They let dad out before his time to give us a surprise. He came and slowly looked around and gently blessed our eyes. He shook hands with the shearer cove and said he thought things stale, so he left him here to shepherd us and battle back to jail. So stir the Wallaby Stew, make soup of the kangaroo tail. I tell you, things is pretty tough since dad put in jail. So stir the Wallaby Stew, so stew, so stir the Wallaby Stew, so stew, so stir the Wallaby Stew, so stew, since dad got put in jail. Oh, my name is Bob the Swagman, before you all I stand, and I've had many UPS and downs while traveling through the land. I once was well-to-do, my boys, but now I am stumped up, and I'm forced to go on rations in an old bark hut, in an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. I'm forced to go on rations in an old bark hut. 10 pounds of flour, 10 pounds of beef, some sugar and some tea. That's all they give to a hungry man until the seventh day. If you don't, the mighty spare, and you'll go with a hungry gut. For that's one of the great misfortunes in an old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. For that's one of the great misfortunes in an old bark hut. The bucket you boil your beef in has to carry water too. And they'll say you're getting mighty brosh if you should ask for two. I've a billy and a pint pot and a broken-handled cup, and they all adorn the table in the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. And they all adorn the table in the old bark hut. As many you have seen, for if I had one half so good, I'd think myself serene. 'Tis only an old sheet of bark, God knows when it was cut. It was blown from off the rafters of the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. It was blown from off the rafters of the old bark hut. And a furnicath, there's no such thing, 'twas never in the place, except the stool I sit upon, and that's an old gin case. It does as far as safe as well, but you must keep it shut, or the flies would make it cant around the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. Or the flies would make it cant around the old bark hut. If you should leave it open and the flies should find your meat, they'll scarcely leave a single piece that's fit for man to eat. But you mustn't curse nor grumble, what won't fatten will fill up. For what's out of sight is out of mind in an old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. For what's out of sight is out of mind in an old bark hut. Wintertune preserve us all through living, there's a treat, especially when it's raining hard and blowing wind and sleet. The rain comes down the chimney and your meat is black with soot. That's a substitute for pepper in an old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. That's a substitute for pepper in an old bark hut. I've seen the rain come in this hut just like a perfect flood, especially through the great big hole where once that table stood. There's not a blessed spot, me boys, where you could lay your nuts, but the rain is sure to find you in the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. But the rain is sure to find you in the old bark hut. So beside the fire I make me bed, and there I lay me down, and think myself as happy as the king that wears a crown. The days you'd be dozing off to sleep, a flea will wake you up, which make you curse the vermin in the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. Which makes you curse the vermin in the old bark hut. So now my friends, I've sung my song, and that as well as I could, and I hope the ladies present won't think my language rude. And all ye younger people in the days when you grow up, remember both the swagmen in the old bark hut. In an old bark hut, in an old bark hut. Remember both the swagmen in the old bark hut. Down from Roto when the sheds had all cut out, we'd whips and whips a rhino as we meant to push about. So we humped our blue serenely and made for Sydney town, with a 3-spot check between us as a wanted knocking down. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not at 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Hey! Well, we struck the Moreton Bay near the Yanco in a week, and passed through Old Narandera and crossed the Burnett Creek. And we never stopped at Wagafar, we'd Sydney in RA. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not at 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Oh, I've seen a lot of girls, my boys, and drunk a lot of beer. And I've met with some of both chaps as has left me mighty queer. But far be it an opposite ways, and for girls to make you see, you must camp at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not at 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Our bloomin' swags off and we walked into the bar, and we called for rum and raspberry and a shilling each cigar. But the girl that served the poison, she winked at Bill and I, and we camped at Lazy Harry's not 5 miles from Gundagai. In a week the spree was over and the check was all knocked down, so we shouldered our Matildas and we turned our back on town. And the girls, they stood in Obla as we sadly said goodbye. And we tramped from Lazy Harry's not 5 miles from Gundagai. And we tramped from Lazy Harry's not 5 miles from Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not at 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's not 5 miles from Gundagai. Oh, the springtime it brings on the shearing, and it's then you will see them in droves. To the West Country stations all steering, as seeking a job off the coast. With a ragged old swag on my shoulder and a billy quart pot in my hand, I tell you we'll astonish the new chums to see how we travel the land. You may talk of your mighty exploring, of Landsborough, McKinley and King, but I feel I should only be barring on such frivolous subjects to sing. For discovering mountains and rivers, there's one for a gallon I'd back, who'd beat all your stewards to shivers. It's the man on the Wallaby track. swag on my shoulder, and a billy quart pot's in my hand. I tell you we'll astonish the new chums to see how we travel the land. From Billabong, Murray and Loddon to the far Tartiara and back, the hills and the plains are well trodden by the man on the Wallaby track. And after the shearing is over and the wool season's all at an end, it is then that you will see those flash shearers making Johnny cakes round in the bend, with a ragged old swag on my shoulder and a billy quart pot in my hand. I tell you we'll astonish the new chums to see how we travel the land. Tire's a trade you all know well. It's bringing cattle over on every track to the Gulf and back. Men know the Queensland Drover. Pass the billy round, my boys. Don't let the pint pot stand there. For tonight we drink the health of every overlander. I come from the northern plains, where the girls and grass are scanty, where the creeks run dry or 10 foot high, and it's either drought or plenty. Pass the billy round, my boys. Don't let the pint pot stand there. For tonight we drink the health of every overlander. From Spain and France and Flanders, they're a well-mixed pack, both white and black, the Queensland Overlanders. When we've earned our spree in town, we live like pigs in clover, and the whole damn check bars down the neck of many a Queensland drover. Pass the billy round, my boys. Don't let the pint pot stand there. For tonight we drink the health of every overlander. As I pass along the roads, the children raise my dander, shouting, "Mother dear, take in the clothes. Here comes an old Overlander, but I'm bound for home once more. On a prod that's quite a goer, I can find a job with a crawling mop on the banks of the Mar. I know her. Pass the billy round, my boys, don't let the pint pot stand there. Far too late we'd reap the health of every Overlander. Every Overlander. A strapping young stockman lay dying, his saddle's apart in his head. His two mates around him were crying as he rose on his pillow and said, "Wrap me up with my stockwhip and blanket and bury me deep down below, where the dingoes and crows can't molest me, in the shade where the coolibars grow." Oh, had I the flight of the bronze wing, far over the plains would I fly, straight to the land of my childhood, and there I would lay down and die. Then cut down a couple of saplings, place one at my head and my toe, carve on them crossstock whip and saddle, to show there's a stockman below. Wrap me up with my stockwhip and blankets and bury me deep down below, where the dingoes and crows can't molest me, in the shade where the coolibars grow. Hark, there's the wail of a dingo, watchful and weird I must go, for it tolls the death knell of the stockman from the gloom of the scrub down below. There's tea in the battered old billy, plays the pannikins out in a row, and we'll drink to the next merry meeting, in the place where all good fellows go. Wrap me up with my stockwhip and blanket and bury me deep down below, where the dingoes and crows can't molest me, shade where the coolibas grow. And oft in the shades of the twilight, when the soft winds are whispering low, and the darkening shadows are falling, sometimes think of the stockman below. Wrap me up with my stock whip and blanket, and bury me deep down below, where the dingoes and crows can't molest me, in the shade where the coolibas grow. I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold and great star, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can have every day. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I then took from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes open wide with delight. She says I have whiskies and the winds are the best, and the birds that you told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, hey! No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. It's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. When I was a young man, I carried me puck, and I lived the free life of the rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda when the ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the tears, flag waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. It's well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell they call Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well, he rained us with bullets and he showed us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, we were all blown to hell. He nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the bands played Waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. Well, we buried ours and the Turks buried theirs. Then it started all over again. Both those that were living just tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled high. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in me hospital bed and saw what it had done, I wished I was dead. I never knew there was worse things than dying. Oh, no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the green bush, far and near, for to hum tent and pegs on my knees, both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind and the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when the ship pulled into Suvla Key, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glories. I see the old men all tired, stiff and worn. Those weary old heroes of the forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays a Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, their numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. And the band played a Waltzing Matilda when the ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the tears, flag waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. It's well I remember that terrible day.